Cinder, and this is Harriet, and she's a rat, and she's my baby. You know, the thing that I thought was the major turning point in my life, and a crossroads that I had successfully negotiated, was when I went into state custody in 2002. Now, up to that point in my life, I'd made some really dumbass decisions. I'd been a heroin addict for 25 years, and all the insanity that's involved in that lifestyle. Now, this culminated in a 35 minute high-speed chase all around Seattle. The Seattle Police Department finally lost patience with me, rammed my car to stop me, arrested me, put me in jail. I was sentenced to 4 years for possession with intent of a controlled substance, heroin. And while I was in state custody in Shelton, I had a lot of time to think about what my life had been up to that point. And what I realized was that my life had been a colossal waste. And I resolved that I was going to change that. That I was going to turn my life around, and I was going to start doing the right thing. So while I was in prison, I went to classes. I was active in Alcoholics Anonymous. I didn't need my GED because I had graduated from high school, fortunately. I got training in a trade, and I took my state boards and became a certified wastewater treatment plant operator, which is a great job. And then in 2004, I was released, and I thought, okay, life's going to be good. You know, I'm armed with a good trade. I've been clean and sober for several years. But I got out and I was homeless. And I discovered that having a trade and having good intentions and doing the right thing wasn't enough. Because I can say I'm reformed, and I can even be reformed, but it doesn't mean anybody has to give me a chance. I couldn't work in my field because of my felonies. The standard line I was getting at wastewater treatment plants and other facilities that I was applying was, we won't hire anybody who's had a felony in the last 5, some places 7 years. And here I was. So I went in, I did a lot of temp work, and a lot of that's really heavy labor, you know, cleaning up construction sites, things like that, a little bit of landscaping. But then I got sick, hepatitis C, that's some wreckage from my life as a drug addict, and I couldn't do that work anymore. And I think this was a major turning point here, because I realized that no matter what my intentions were, that wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Because there isn't a lot of economic justice out here. So I was referred to Real Change by a counselor that I know. And I started selling the paper. You know, when I started, the only thing I was interested in was some income. I had no benefits and I couldn't really do a regular job. So I started selling the paper, and through Real Change and seeing the economic injustice in the world, I realized that there was something I could do. I found my voice politically, I guess you could say, through Real Change. And I discovered that I don't have to just sit on this roller coaster and take this crazy ride. I can actually affect what's happening out here a little bit. Right now I'm involved in the RCOP, which is the Real Change Organizing Project, and we're working to get the city to stop sweeping homeless encampments, because there are a lot of people out here who are camping out every night around Seattle. I think when they did the annual count, they found that homeless people without shelter had gone up like 15% in Seattle. And in a society this rich, that's crazy. So that's kind of become my focus. Well, not kind of, it is. You know, I want to see some justice done to these people out here, and not only because I'm one of them, but because we're all together in this thing that's called life, and we have to look out for each other.